to attract a female. So I'm just going to be speaking from my personal experience from being a woman, obviously. So I hope you all enjoy. And guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and join the group of awesome guys that have already subscribed to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. So we're going to get started today. Like I said, I'm reacting to 99 of Women Will Chase You If You Do This. So let's get started. I see so many boys and grown men chasing and seeking validation. It's actually disgusting to see. It's sickening. So many guys want to get good with the opposite sex, want to be a master, want to understand them. Quite frankly, women don't even understand themselves. They don't know what's going on. They life. Their emotions are up and down, haywire and crazy. There's even tutorials, pamphlets, audiobooks that these dating coaches and all these guys are selling you to try to get good with women. But subconsciously, what you're doing is you're putting them on the pedestal. You make it seem like that they're greater than you. Just think of it like a boss or a character or a villain at the end of a video game or a level. When you can't beat that boss or that certain creature or monster, what do? Well, way back when we used to go online or buy a Game Shark book and to see, how can I beat this character? It's so much stronger to me. It's so much better than me. How do I destroy it? How do I win? That's what guys are doing. Nowadays, it's equivalent to that. You even see women ain't getting in the only action. They're selling you books and tutorials of how to get good with women, how to sleep with more women, and all this other stuff, and how to get your ex-girlfriend back, right? I got an email from a subscriber by the name of Jonathan, and he wanted to know. He did everything for his girlfriend. He showed her love. He took her to places. He tried to understand her. He tried to do everything he could to make her feel good, to make her life much more easier. He took her to vacations. Now he was wondering, why is she drifting away? What did I do wrong? He emailed me, Darius, what can I do to win her back? I love her so much. I care about her so much. Well, to be honest with you, she doesn't care about you clearly. And I just kind of want to recap everything up until this point. He makes a good point. So many people on YouTube are selling you things that generalize everybody and make it seem like by doing these 5 steps, you can get any girl to like you. That's not true. It's just a way for them to get your money, which is why all my content for you guys is free. I don't label myself as a dating coach because I'm not a dating coach. I'm someone that just has some good insight and wisdom to share with you, guys, that I think you guys really enjoy. So I think you guys have to be really careful when you're getting content and information online from people because people just want your money and they'll tell you anything to get. That same thing is OnlyFans. These girls will give you all these photos just to get you to give them your money. So it's the same thing with YouTube. That's why I love the channel CoffeeZilla. He exposes all these fake gurus that are scamming people out of money. How to be a billionaire. You think you're going to learn how to be a billionaire from an ebook? No. Believe in yourself. Get out there. Be confident what you bring to the table. Acquire some skills and do what you got to do. He did say women's emotions are up and down. Up and down. We don't know what we want. I think that's the case for people who need to do some healing, who have issues that they need to fix, that don't know what they want. I feel like now more than ever, our society is really focusing on mental health and figuring out the root of our problems. And I think that it's a lot more popular and more mainstream to do that now than it used to be, and definitely not as taboo. So I don't know, sitting here as a woman, I can confidently say I know exactly what I want in a partner. I know exactly what I want in my future, and I'm going to do everything I can do to achieve those things. So I don't think you can generalize everybody just the same way. I wouldn't sit here and say, well, all men cheat on their girlfriends. Okay, I've been cheated on by like 2 out of the 3 people that I've dated, but that doesn't mean that all men cheat on their girlfriends. You can't put everyone in the same box like that. It's just not fair. So I don't like when I don't even know what this channel is. I'm assuming it's Red Pill. All these guys, I get it. Some of you hate women just like some women hate men. I get it just where my thoughts are at this point in the video. So you need to move on. And that reminded me of myself. I was in my last relationship 3 years ago. Toxic, sickening, crazy. And I had done everything I could for my ex. I went above and beyond, tried to understand her. Trying to make her happy made her my world. I had given her everything, can't do it. And she started to drift away. So I said, what could I do when I felt her drifting away? Because I had worked so hard to give her a good life, to make her happy, but it wasn't enough. So one day I said, you know what? I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm tired of breaking my back to make you happy. So one day I said, you know what? I'm blocking on every social media platform, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I got rid of it on everything, because I tried for 2.5, 3 weeks to get her to contact me, to get her to understand me, to let her know that I care about her, that I want her in my life, just like the brother Jonathan is doing in the email. So once I just cut her all off and I stopped contacting her, guess what? 2 days later, I get a knock on my door, look through the peephole, and that's my ex-girlfriend standing right there with some dinner. And she's saying, do you need company? So I invited, and yes, and I smashed her cheeks. But the more little story is when you leave women alone, when you stop chasing them, when you stop giving them your all in contacting them. See, the big issue is in relationships, especially with women. They create their own problems. They create the problems in a relationship or with you dating them. And because women want to see men fix things, women like to cause drama and chaos just to see you go above and beyond at work and try a lot of men because we're Mr. Fixes. We like to fix things. We like to make sure the relationship goes smoothly. But women intentionally put bumps in a row, whether they realize it or not. So when you ignore women, when you stop chasing them, when you stop putting them on a pedestal, yes, it's counterintuitive. But when you just cease contact for gentlemen, Jonathan, they got to email me. And for all men, when you leave them alone, when you stop trying to make her your world, that's what she'll chase you and come around, okay? Now, up to this point, people who are not confident, people who are insecure, people who are not happy with themselves, people who have trauma, people who have things that they need to fix in themselves, live in constant chaos. And so those are the people that are going to be constantly creating chaos, turmoil, crazy in your relationship. Just like the video I did about how to tell she's crazy, everything he's saying is true in that regard. Because people who have unresolved trauma and need to heal and aren't self-actualized, who don't love themselves, who aren't happy, are always going to be seeking validation, are always going to be wanting you to chase them, are going to be playing games. That's why I tell you guys, the girls who play games are insecure and immature. And you should stay away from them until they can grow up, learn a little bit, grow a little bit, fix their issues, and become dateable. Because it's not your responsibility to fix someone else. And like he's saying here, he was giving everything to his ex. I could tell just from listening to that, it wasn't him that was the problem. It was her because she wasn't happy. Because someone who constantly likes the chase and plays the game and is always looking for the next thing and wants you to do all these things for them is not someone that can be alone or someone that can make themselves happy. So then when he took himself out of the equation, she realizes, oh, okay, well, he's not going to do those things for me anymore. So what can I do now? So he's right to an extent. I don't think all women do that. And I think it's unhealthy for you guys to view it that way. Because just like the women who say, I hate men, if you go in with that mentality, you're never going to have a healthy relationship or a happy relationship or find a partner. And if you don't want that for your life, that's one thing. But if you're someone that deep down wants to find a person to share your life with, but you're going in with this, I hate all of you mentality, you're not going to get anywhere. It's just a constant negative mindset. I am assuming he's just saying, when you stop chasing someone is when things work out for you. And I've said it before, I don't think you should be chasing anybody. I think the moment you focus on yourself, you get yourself right. You figure out what you want in life, what your passions are, what your interests are, who the heck you are, and you become self-actualized. That is when everything else in your life will fall into place. So I think so many of you guys are constantly chasing women, trying to do anything and everything for them to get them to like you. but really, you should just be focusing on you because the second you do that is when they notice you and when they like you. It's crazy. But they do this. Stop trying to make a woman your life. Stop it. It's not going to work. It's going to push her away. It's going to drive her away because innately, biologically, women are supposed to be one, a part of you want to be a part of your life. So if you want a woman to chase you, ignore her block on everything. I don't necessarily like the way he just said that last thing that he said about she should want to be a part of your life. It's not a one-way street, okay? It's a two-way street, guys. I think maybe what he meant to say, or what would have been a better way to say it, is she should want to be just as much a part of your life as you want to be in hers. And if that's not reciprocated, and if it's not a two-way street and equal, it's not going to work out because it's going to be a one-sided relationship that never feels fulfilling or satisfying for either one of you. So that would be, I think, a better way to phrase that. Nobody should be chasing anybody. Everybody should be focused on themselves and getting into relationships when they are healthy and self-actualized. And I think that's the biggest downfall of every relationship nowadays, is that people get into relationships when they have no idea who the heck they are or what they want in life. I think that's definitely a reason why so many divorces happen. People get married really young and then they change. They're so focused on just chasing this other person when in reality, you should be chasing the happiness that you're creating for yourself. You should be able to make all of that for yourself and not rely on another person to do that for you. So I think that's the main downfall of relationships. But I just kind of wanted to rephrase that because, like I said, a woman should not be chasing you and you should not be chasing a woman. Neither one of you should be solely chasing each other. That's just my 2 cents. I guarantee you she will get on stalker mode. She will be wondering, hey, why is he not talking to me? Why he's not ignore her, block her on everything, leave her alone. And even if she doesn't even come back. So what better your life, Jonathan, for all the men who are wondering why did she drift off? How can I get my girlfriend back? How can I make her chase me? You know what you do? You cease contact. You cut everything off. I guarantee you she's going to be wondering where is he at, because she loves your validation. She loves that you're trying to fix things. And when you stop trying to fix the issue, when you stop trying to make her your world and get her validation and chase her down, she's going to come right back to you just like a butterfly when you sitting down relaxing, when you least expect it. You're going to get that text message, that phone call, that Facebook message, that knock on the door like myself holding some steak and shake asking if I need company. This will happen. Leave them alone. Stop chasing women if you want them to chase you. Because the more you chase and pursue, the more they run. The more you say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm not doing it no more. When you walk away, that's when they come. While I didn't necessarily agree with every single point that he made, I think the gist of the video is that you should not be chasing someone and trying to make someone your entire world, even if the relationship is perfect, because not one person should be your world. You should be your own person. You should be independent. This is why I always say you should not rely on someone else for your happiness. You have to create that for yourself and be so comfortable being alone. And the second that person can see you thriving and be happy alone and be able to create that for yourself, you become more attractive because you're not needy and clingy and trying to fix everything all the time. You have to be able to walk away from a situation when it is no longer benefiting you, when it's not serving you, when it's not doing you any favors, when you're not getting anything out of it. I'm not saying all your relationships and everything in your life should be transactional, but if you're not getting the same return in a relationship that you're putting in, if you're not getting the same level of effort, energy, respect, you have to walk away. And you have to be able to see when something no longer serves you anymore. And it's better for you to just move on. If you communicate your feelings to a girl and she doesn't feel the same way, walk away. Don't sit there messaging her 20 times in a row. Don't call her. Don't show up at her house. Don't respond to her Instagram story. Just stop. You've made it clear what you want. And if she doesn't feel the same way, walk away. It's the best thing that you can do. 100? He's correct. And I know when I reacted to Alpha M, he was saying some similar things about not chasing women. And I think it's true. You can be very honest and direct and communicate how you feel, but if it's not reciprocated, you have to remove yourself. And that's the biggest mistake I think I see guys make, is just not knowing when to walk away and not respecting yourself, because guys who respect themselves can walk away from a situation that is no longer serving them. So guys, that is all I have for today for reacting to Darius. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't think he said his name in the video, so I'm not sure if I am pronouncing that correctly. But overall, I mean, he's right about walking away. You have to have self-respect and be able to walk away from a situation. That's the biggest takeaway that I got. Don't waste your time and effort and energy on someone that isn't giving that back to you. So that was my biggest takeaway. Overall, I agreed with his message. While I didn't necessarily agree with every single little point he made or the way he said it, sometimes I think overall the message was correct. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for when I release new content. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. Also, let me know in the comments down below who you'd like me to react to next. I like doing these and just kind of hearing some perspectives from other people and seeing if I agree or not. So if you guys want to see more of these videos, definitely be sure to let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.